Hi, I'm David Crosby, and when Rolling Stone asked me to do an advice column, I thought they were crazy. Who would ask me for advice? They said that's why it's funny. So here we go again. Cross, I've homeschooled my 3 kids for their entire lives, but they're teenagers now and will soon be headed off to college. The thought of this shakes me to my core. It's a cruel, heartless world out there, and there's never been a moment when they've been out of my sight. I don't think I'll be able to sleep not knowing every moment if they're safe. You've had adult children go up and leave the house. How do you do it? I'm terrified, Paulette. You know, it's part of the thing about having kids. You have to resign yourself to the fact that our job is to put ourselves out of a job. We're supposed to help them grow up, and then we're supposed to be able to cope with it when they go away. I think your problem is you. You are worried. You are fearful about them going out in this world. I think you need to have confidence in your kid and hope that they're going to be okay. What if we're too late to fix the environment? What if we cross some sort of turning point and our children's future is already ruined? I feel anxious about this all day and all night. What can we do? I truly think it's too late and we're doomed. Am I being irrational, Suzette? A lot of us have that fear, Suzette. A lot of us do. A lot of us are afraid that we've been unable to address climate change yet. We've been dealing with Donald Trump, who doesn't believe in it. We may have crossed a line and we may not be able to do it. If that's the case, then when it gets to our great-grandchildren, they probably won't have a place to live and the human race will die out. I think we can do better than that. I think we have to deal with it, though. We can't let people who are too dumb to understand that it's going on be in charge, because then we won't deal with it, and then, we'll ruin our home here, this planet. In order to live here, we're going to have to treat it better. We're going to have to do something really monumental. We're going to have to get the whole human race to stop using coal and oil. We can do it. We just have to have the courage to do it and the will to do it. And we can't have our country run by people that don't understand that that's what we need to do. Will things really change if Biden wins? I'm skeptical. He strikes me as just another cynical politician controlled by corporate interests. Please convince me I'm wrong. I want to believe. All politicians are, to some degree or another, compromised. I was against Biden as a candidate. I wanted Pete Buttigieg because I thought he was the smartest one. I still think he's the smartest one. But here's the story about Biden. Biden is a decent guy, and he's paid a lot of really serious dues. He's had death dues. There isn't any harder stuff. He's lost family members, close family members. In his case, it turned him into a better human being. Yes, he's a politician. Yes, he says politician stuff. But this is a guy who's been to the wall. And I like him for that. I like him that he has humanity, that he has compassion for other human beings because he has seen a lot of rough stuff himself. I don't generally trust most politicians, but I do trust him to be who he is, and I think he's going to do a good job. Hey, Cross, I'm 16, and I'm worried that I might be going off the rails a bit. I smoke weed every day, and I'm experimenting with other drugs that I can't go into. I'm starting to spend hundreds on drugs, and I'm worried it'll only get worse. Any advice? I don't think smoking weed every day is a bad thing. I think you need to have a life and not just smoke weed. Other drugs, man, don't do it. Take it from me. Don't do any of the other ones. Coke, heroin, speed, particularly, do not go anywhere near them. They're killers. They'll kill you. That's my advice. David, I'm roughly your age, and I've survived a few major medical scares, but they left deep scars, and I really feel like my clock is ticking. Death is on my mind all the time, and I find it hard to enjoy life. You don't seem to have that problem. How can us old people enjoy the time we have left, especially in the era of COVID, when it's near impossible to leave our homes? Okay, this one's fairly simple. You have a certain amount of time. You don't know how much. Maybe I've got 2 weeks. Maybe I've got 2 years. Maybe I got 20 years. The question is not how much time you have. The question is, what are you going to do with that time? It seems to me that if you spend that time agonizing over the fact that you're going to die, you're wasting that time. If you spend that time doing everything you can to be happy, to help other people, to create, to make new things, to make anything better for anybody, if you spend your time doing positive stuff like that, then the time that you have left, whatever amount it is, will be well spent. And that, I think, is the key. If you try that really hard, try to stay positive and try to think about today and the fact that you may die tomorrow, but you've got today. So why don't you use the heck out of today? That's a good idea. That's how I see it.